We are celebrating 10 years at Women Speakers Association. It is our 10th anniversary. I've been here since 2011. My name is Laura Rubenstein. I'm your host and producer of the WSA TV Women Premiere Show. And women are coming to the forefront. And we are celebrating that. Today's show is geared to inspire women to take on that their voice matters and bring their message out in a bigger, more visible way. And what better way to do that with two very visible women who have been premier members for a while with us. And we're going to explore with them how Women Speakers Association builds visibility for women and why. So let's go say hi. Hi, Jackie.
I am delighted to be here, Laura. I'm Jackie Lappin, and I'm the founder of Speakertunity, the speaker and leader resource company, speakertunity.com, bringing multiple platforms and thousands of speaking connections for women leaders. I am really thrilled to be here because this is my 10th anniversary with WSA too. So I've been here all the way along, and I just love to see where it's come from and where it's going and support women in that process.
Oh, so exciting that you've been here since the beginning. Thank you. And hi, Charmaine.
Hi, great to be here celebrating. Who doesn't love a good celebration? I'm a co-founder of Raise a Dream, and I've been with WSA for 5 years. 2016, I joined, and it's been an incredible 5 years, I must say.
Yeah, and both of you have been incredible contributions to the organization. So I have a question for you, and it's about our theme today, about women's visibility and why it matters. What is the vision and the role you see that Women Speakers Association has played for women or is playing for women, and why is it important to grow their visibility? Jackie?
Well, it's critical to grow your visibility if you're going to grow your business. But the WSA plays an important role in that because it means more growth for people because it gives them great connections. There are great benefits here and more coming. And it gives you not just the great educational workshops, but opportunities to get connected on a virtual level with all kinds of different people and organizations that are going to enable you to make a difference and an impact in the world.
Yes. And those connections make that huge difference. I love that you bring that up. So, Charmaine, what is your stand on why is it important for women to grow their visibility, and what's the vision that Women Speakers Association is playing in that?
Well, visibility is so important right now, especially in the world that we're all living in and navigating through. And I love that WSA helps bring speakers, for example, to a new level of visibility, whether it's through interviews, whether it's through Voices of the 21st Century book, whether it is through WSA TV and social media, because now with everybody sort of focusing on online, that visibility and standing out is so important. One of the things I love about WSA, and it's certainly been a help to me, is that there's this real strong sense of community that's behind helping individuals become more visible in their field, more visible online. So it's like Jackie said, there's more opportunities coming up within WSA. And I love how this is an organization that models growth and change.
Yes, we certainly have evolved. And you brought up the Voices book, and the Voices of the 21st Century is we're going to be producing our 5th book. So that's the 5th anniversary. It is a collaborative book where various members place stories in here. And it's also geared for today's show, which is improving and accelerating women's visibility. So thank you both for being accelerators of women's visibility and being here to talk about how Women Speakers Association does it. So let's talk about that for each of you. How has Women Speakers Association empowered your visibility? Jackie, you want to share?
Well, I've met so many powerful partners and clients through WSA. I love the fact that anytime I connect with somebody, it's almost inevitable that so many women are members of WSA. So it helps us grow, together. I believe that WSA is committed to mission-driven women who are entrepreneurial and have a message to get into the world. And I love being a part of that. I've gotten an opportunity to do an educational seminar every now and then, and certainly been on the TV with you. So it's given me visibility, but more important, it's connected me with other women where we can synergistically rise together.
And that is the key, because so many women try to do it themselves, and doing it together makes it easier and faster and make bigger change, make that difference. So Charmaine, how has Women Speakers Association empowered your visibility?
Oh my gosh, how long do we have for that list? I would say the first one that pops to my mind that is a quality that I appreciate so much about this organization and its members is that when we think about community, there's this circle of champions. So anytime that I've gone out with news or a workshop that I might be delivering, there's this sort of energy behind it from the community that supports it. So there's a circle of champions. The other element that I have found very helpful is being able to do interviews like this with WSA, whether it's on WSA TV or the other piece has been part of being in the books. I've been in several Voices of the 21st Century, and being part of that whole marketing campaign and that social community that supports the book launch has been incredible. And I do have to say, I've met some awesome friends, people that I met on collaborative projects, like Jackie was talking about collaboration a minute ago. I've met them on some WSA collaborative project, or maybe we spoke on a panel together, and then you become friends or collaboration partners. And that's the piece that really speaks to me.
Yeah. And we have networking meetings now that you can see at wsalive.com/events. And you can meet people and, have offline conversations when something they say, just like, oh yeah, I really got to connect with you more. So it's now become not only we have resources. We've always been collaborative, but now we have more ways to meet more of the members through our virtual platform. So it's really great. So I want to know, now that you've taken advantage of Women Speakers Association really well, and you've gotten so much value, what advice would you give women to help them develop their voice and become more visible? And it could be with Women Speakers Association or in general. What advice really should people take away from today about, visibility? Jackie?
Whether it's virtual or in person, there are more opportunities than ever that are awaiting a speaker. And you have to be vigilant in finding and pitching and landing those opportunities that enable you to have that impact. And by the way, if you're thinking that the opportunity is all in paid gigs, you're wrong. The opportunity to do speak to enroll is absolutely the hot ticket. It is growing like crazy, and you really need to stay open for that. So I would encourage people to look for all the opportunities are out there, whether they're paid, whether they're speak to enroll, whether they're free, because you just never know who's sitting in that audience.
And you bring a good point. So how do you become more visible for that? I know your services help. And also we have the e-speakers profile that you get free. You get the higher level of that when you join Women Speakers Association. So we put you in front of the largest directory where people go to find, event planners go to find speakers. And we've had people land 5-figure deals. It just happens. And we have a training on how to set up your profile so that you can land better deals and you can land those speak to enroll deals. I love that you bring that up. That should not be overlooked. And even the networking meetings is a speaking opportunity, so to speak, because you're meeting people there and you're speaking. So Charmaine, what advice do you have?
One of the big lessons I've had over having businesses now for the last 23 years is that stories matter. And Gail Watson always says, your message matters. I'm air quoting Gail Watson. And I've seen that in my business over 23 years, that stories connect people. And I think this is going forward for speakers and members of WSA, really important to find multiple ways to get your story out. So that's speaking, obviously, as Jackie was speaking to, it could be also writing, doing blogs, doing articles. It's really important to get your message out in many different ways. And I know the work we do at Raise a Dream, when we're working with entrepreneurs and speakers to raise their dreams, that's one of the pieces of advice we always give them, is that your story is what really helps connect you to sponsors and to collaboration partners. So just seek ways to share your story, be really clear on what stories that you're selling or sharing, and what services you're selling, and to take advantage of, one of the things I always say is take advantage of all of the different benefits that are available to you through organizations you belong to. There's a lot of benefits with WSA, and take advantage of those. They're there to support you, and they're there to help you get your visibility at a much higher level.
One of the benefits is the WSA TV show. When a new member joins, if you go to joinwsa.com, you will join WSA.com and take us up on that. You will get an invitation to the Premier Women's Show. And that is exactly what you said, Charmaine, geared to give you visibility. So not only do we go live on the streaming, but we do what you said. We have a blog that we put your name and your link in. We give you visibility on social media because we constantly tweet it out, and we share it out on Facebook, and we share it into Instagram. So you will get more. We design things to help you, but that's not all. We'll train you how to do things, and we'll put you in touch with people like Jackie and Charmaine, who both can help you get more visibility as well through their services. So I have one last question. Maybe you can summarize what's possible for women by being a part of the Women Speakers Association's community. Jackie?
Well, I think one of the things is you're going to shorten your learning curve significantly. There are some great leaders, of course, Charmaine being one, Laura, you being another one, who are always offering great information. So you're going to get to where you want to go faster without having to struggle to get there. You're going to find more opportunities to speak, more community to support you, more visibility in multiple ways that we're all talking about. And ultimately, it means having more impact and more revenue. So it's basically it's rising in the boat that's floating and going up. So we need to, we support each other. We are part of that rising boat, and it's a great opportunity to not feel like you're on your own and you're alone and you have to do it all yourself.
Amen to that. And Charmaine, what is your advice?
Well, I'm going to echo definitely what Jackie just said. I love that you brought up about not being alone, because so many of us as entrepreneurs and speakers, we go at things alone. And I think going forward, to be able to tap into people's connections, one of the things I love about it, WSA, is kind of the collaborative energy of the organization. And I can't tell you how many times I've been in a conversation just, talking to WSA members, and I'll mention some kind of connection that I need, and someone will say, "Oh, I happen to know so-and-so." And immediately there's this email introduction in my inbox because I've spent time building relationships with the members. So I think that's a great place for people to start, is really start to find the people in the organization that you can connect with, whether it's for skill development or training, or there's some synergies there that you can explore in a collaboration. And the other piece that I have that I wanted to say is the training that I get. Like, I'll go on to the different training classes that WSA does, and I learn about new platforms that I need to know about, or new services or changes that I need to be aware of. And so I find that it's a really a good kind of go-to place to find out information, and there's someone in WSA that can answer any question I have. I've learned that over the last 5 years.
That's great. And I would have to say that both of you have answered questions for me. So you are some of those great resources that are here at Women Speakers Association. And I'm thrilled to have had the time with you, and I'm thrilled that you both are such rich gems in Women Speakers Association. So I wanted to just personally, publicly thank you for all you've contributed, on the difference you're making, and the efforts you make to bring your own visibility out there as a model for so many of us, and you are changing the world. And so we want to inspire viewers today who are women and men, but we are focused on women, but the women out there, if you have a message, if you have a passion, if you are mission driven to change and improve this world, then why not join us and have some support, cheerleaders, resources, and like Jackie, you said, shortcut it. I thought that was just brilliant. That's what we help you do. Join WSA.com, Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Charmaine. We'll be back next week with another women's premier show, showcasing more experts for you to help you up level and bring your visibility out there in the world. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Hi, this is great to be here.
Bye.